On tonight's Fayette Prep Rally, the basketball season has come to an end, but we're not finished yet. We look back at the boys' season and recap the men's teams from around the area. And we'll spotlight some amazing individual performances and give you our picks for the All FPR team. Fayette Prep Rally is your home for Fayette High School basketball action, and it starts in just 30 seconds.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
Fighting doesn't work.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
Ignoring it doesn't work.
I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are two different things.
Punishment doesn't work. What does work is a Huntington Learning Center. By improving basic skills, we build motivation and confidence, and kids look forward to learning. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Your child can learn.
Comcast presents your source for Fayette County High School sports. This is Fayette Prep Rally.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Fayette Prep Rally, your weekly high school sports program featuring the very best Fayette County high school action. I'm Chase Watson, joined by Nathan Shutter, year-round on Comcast Channel 25. Catch us here weeknights at 6, 8, and 10. And Nathan, it was another good season of boys basketball here in Fayette County, despite the lack of postseason success.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing. Hoping the season would last a little bit longer into that last weekend with Fayette County or Landmark going all the way. Unfortunately, it did not happen, but still a good basketball season here in Fayette County. A lot of good teams. And hey, you can always hope for next year, maybe another championship run.
We'll get them next year, right?
That's right.
Time now to take a look back at the 2011-2012 boys basketball season. Starting 4A with the Fayette County Tigers.
Another great year for the Fayette County Tigers, 25-3 overall, 12-0 in the region. They finished the season ranked number 10 in Quad A. They, of course, lost to Lovejoy 63-57 in that first-round matchup. Not winning that region championship over at Alcovy and getting the number 1 seed really hurt them. Having to face a team like Lovejoy in the first round was really difficult, even at home, and they lose 9 seniors off that team.
And a pretty good year for McIntosh.
Yeah, 500 at 13-13 overall, 8-4 in region, really nice record there. They did not make the state playoffs. They lost to Dutchtown 57-53 in the region quarterfinals, 1 win away. That was a tough game there against Dutchtown. Started the season 2-8, but were 11-5 in 2012, so they definitely got hot as the year went along.
And a tough year for Starsmill.
Yeah, 9-15 overall, 4-8 in the region, did not make the state playoffs. They also lost to Dutchtown in the first round of the region tournament. They went 0-6 against their Fayette counterparts in Region 3. They graduate 5 seniors, including leader Nathan Bates, who was kind of the heart and soul of this team this year, so they're definitely going to be in rebuilding mode next year.
And what about the Whitewater Wildcats?
Great rebound from Whitewater this year, 15-12 overall, 6-6 in the region. They did not make the state playoffs. They lost to Alcovy 66-37 in that region quarterfinal game. Of course, Alcovy went on to win the region championship, but a big improvement for a team that only won 4 games last year. They're going to lose a couple of key players, but have sophomores Philip Kofer and Maurice Rivers coming back next year, so a nice little core there for Whitewater.
Now, with Fayette County moving to a different region, do you see them continuing to be the dominant force that they have been in the past?
It'll be interesting. They're going to move into Region 5 Quad A. Of course, Georgia's going to 6 classifications next year. Most of the teams in their new region are moving up from AAA, with the exception of Alexander and Fayette County. So competition-wise, I think that Fayette is going to be one of the better teams. Carrollton's a pretty good team in that region. Sandy Creek's going to be in the region, so a nice little county rivalry, so that'll be fun for the fans. But I think it'll be a very competitive region, a lot of good teams in there, about 18-20 wins this year. But I think going into the season next year that you have to consider Fayette County, even though they are losing a lot of players, but they seem to reload every year. So I like them to be the favorite early on heading into the season.
Yeah, I have a feeling pretty much any region you put them in, they'd be a
They're going to be top 1 or 2.
Yeah. Let's take a look back at the rest of the boys basketball teams here in Fayette County, and we begin with the Sandy Creek Patriots.
They were 11-15 overall, but 8-8 in the region. They did not make the state playoffs. They lost against Henry County 50-42 in the region tournament. They finished 5th in Region 4 AAA during the regular season. Had a good year overall, just couldn't quite get past Henry County, who they'd split the regular season series with in the region tournament. They will graduate 8 seniors off this squad.
And what about Our Lady of Mercy?
Good season for the Bobcats, 16-10 overall, 7-7 in the region. They lost versus Landmark Christian 73-43 in the region quarterfinals. That prevented them from getting into the state playoffs. They finished 6th in Region 9A during the regular season. They graduate 7 seniors off of this squad.
And a really good year from Landmark Christian.
Very impressive team, 22-6 overall, 12-2 in the region. They were the number 2 seed from Region 9. They lost to Wilkinson County 61-40 in the Sweet 16. They finished 2nd in the region regular season and tournament behind Whitfield Academy. They graduate 2 seniors, but one of them is Houston Kessler, the best player on their team. So it'll be tough you can't replace guys as good as Houston Kessler on that team.
Now going back to Sandy Creek for a second, they're moving to 4A next year. How do you think that's going to affect them?
Well, it's going to be interesting. Most of the teams that are moving up into the region are from AAA, so talent level of the teams probably be about similar to what they've been playing the past couple of years. Of course, they will have Fayette County in the region, which will make things a little more difficult, which it always does. But I think the main thing is going to be the travel. They're going to have to go to Columbus, LaGrange, Carrollton. You're talking about an hour to 2 hours for away games. That's really tough on the players and the fans. So that's going to be the biggest adjustment for both Fayette County and Sandy Creek next year.
Yeah, some long trips ahead for the Patriots. Well, we've taken a look back at the teams, so now it's time to recognize some standout individual performances on our All FPR first team, and we start with Ekene Anachibi from Fayette County.
Just a dominant post player for the Fayette County Tigers. He's been on the team the past couple years, but this year he definitely stepped into his own. 12 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, and 7 blocks per game. That's amazing. He was first team All-Region, nominated for All-State. He will be at Old Dominion next year as a college freshman. I see him making an impact. He already has a collegiate player body, so he could definitely have an impact starting next year.
McIntosh's Mike Williams joins the team.
Yeah, what a great player. 14.1 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, and 3.6 steals per game. He was a floor general while on the court. I talked to Coach Isley. He said he did a great job of getting them into their offense and one of the defensive stoppers on the team. He's already drawing some interest from St. John's, Alabama, Clark Atlanta, among many others.
And Nathan Bates from Stars Mill.
Yeah, he was definitely the leader. I asked Coach Hutchins about Nathan Bates. Said he was the true leader of their team this season. Offensively, defensively, just all around. He averaged 13.8 points per game, 10.1 rebounds per game, and 5 blocks per game. That's just a lot of versatility from a big guy. Played guard/forward, a very good player.
We also have Whitewater's big man, Philip Kofer.
Yeah, the super sophomore averaged 18.7 points per game, 8.8 rebounds per game, and 3.1 blocks per game. Only a sophomore. He's starting to get a lot of interest from schools. Of course, a couple of years left at Whitewater, but definitely is going to be one of the nucleus of that team moving forward over the next couple of years.
And the final member of the first team, Houston Kessler of Landmark Christian.
Yeah, he averaged 22 points a game and 10.8 rebounds per game. A 6'8" forward, but he had the ability to step outside and shoot the rock as well. A very versatile player in the class of 2012. He just got an offer from Georgia. He also has offers from Furman and a bunch of other smaller schools, but I would not be surprised to see him commit to the University of Georgia here in the next couple of weeks or so.
All right, it's time for you to give an award out. Who is your top player of the year for Fayette?
Well, I think all 5 of these guys were just so vital to their team's success this year, just the key player on each team. So it's kind of tough to narrow it down, but in my eyes, Ekene Anachibi, he has to be my player of the year. He just did it on both ends of the floor. He really controlled the paint defensively and offensively. Offensively, his game has improved so much over the past couple of years. Such a big body. It's going to be very hard for Fayette County to replace this guy next season. So, in my opinion, he's my player of the year.
It's going to be really fun to watch him on the next level.
It really will be. Hopefully, he'll be participating in the big dance next year, years to come.
We'll see. Well, let's hand out some more honors to some very deserving players on our All FPR second team, and we begin with Eric Thomason of McIntosh.
Yeah, he averaged 11.6 points per game. He was one of the top pure shooters in the county. He can score from anywhere on the floor. Also averaged a little over 2 rebounds per game. Made 75 three-pointers this year. Definitely an outside threat for McIntosh all season long. He's going to be going to Kennesaw State, but just as a student, he's not going to be pursuing a basketball career. But as bad as they've been the past couple of years, he might want to think about it.
And then we have Brandon Grant of Fayette County.
Yeah, the floor general, Brandon Grant, 13 points a game, 4 assists per game. He was the team's leading scorer, a 4-year varsity player, and one of the team captains for Fayette County, class of 2012. He has some offers to play basketball in college. He's yet to make a decision, but Coach Flynn expects him to be playing on the next level next year.
We also have Tommy Chalkley of Whitewater.
Yeah, good guard, did a great job of getting everybody involved over at Whitewater. Averaged almost 10 points per game. He shot 41% from three-point range. Solid player the past couple of years for Whitewater. He does not, as of now, have any plans to play in college, but you never know, that could change. A very versatile player.
Sandy Creek's Brandon Birdsong makes the team.
Yeah, a football player known for his play on the football field, but definitely a very good basketball player, averaging 13 points a game, 10 rebounds per game, just a bruiser in the paint, and has the ability to score. He will be going to Grambling State to actually play football. He also made the all-tournament team for Region 4 AAA. Just a very solid player for Sandy Creek the past couple of years.
And the final member of the second team, Justin Ross of Landmark Christian.
Yeah, kind of the number 2 guy over at Landmark with Houston Kessler. He was the guard, but he's very long guard at 6'4". He averaged 15.9 points per game and 8.8 rebounds per game. That's pretty solid for the guard position. He is only a junior. He is starting to draw some serious interest from colleges, but nothing as of yet. But I have a feeling he'll be a big recruit next year.
So who were some other standout performers this past season?
So many good players in Fayette County. It's kind of hard to narrow down to just 10 players, but some of the guys I like, Jeremy Taylor from Fayette County. Coach Andre Flynn called him the glue guy of that team, kind of kept them all together. This was really his first year on varsity. Some other guys, Jonathan Thomas from Sandy Creek and Rashad Fant from Our Lady of Mercy, only a junior, should be a big player for them next year.
I think we have a bright future ahead of us in basketball for Fayette County.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Absolutely. All right, well, that'll do it for this week. Catch us back here on Comcast Channel 25 next week for game highlights and features. And be sure to like Fayette Prep Rally on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to see what's happening on the show. For Nathan Shutter, I'm Chase Watson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you under the lights.
Grab some wood there, bub.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
Fighting doesn't work.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
Ignoring it doesn't work.
Ma, I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are 2 different things.
Punishment doesn't work. What does work is a Huntington Learning Center. By improving basic skills, we build motivation and confidence, and kids look forward to learning. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Your child can learn.